about an hour and 15 minutes back, at around 12:15 a.m. to be precise. I was driving back from my studios in the Bombay Dyeing Complex in Lower Parel, and I was driving my car, a Toyota Corolla, with my wife. We were both sitting in the front seat. About 500 meters from my residence at Ganpatrao Kadam Marg, well before the turn to my residence, my car was overtaken by two people in a bike. They kept driving their bike parallel to my car for some time, and they kept looking to the left. So I assumed that they were possibly going to stop or wait. Then they quickly overtook my car, and their bike stopped. When their bike stopped, I thought that perhaps there was a problem with their bike. So I tried to turn a little bit towards my left. At that point of time, one of the two people started pointing specifically at me, and he turned his bike back and he came right next to my car, and then they started hitting my car with something and trying to break the window pane of my car. They were repeatedly hitting at the window pane of my car, repeatedly. Their attempt was to break the window pane of my car. So for a few seconds, I couldn't quite get what was happening. It took a little while to react. I ducked at that point of time. They continued to hammer and try to break the pane of my car. When I realized that this was some kind of an attack. I tried to move my car to the left. Then they started taking out bottles, and they were furiously throwing liquids at my car. They made another attempt to break the window panes of the car. This continued. At that point of time, I pressed my foot on the accelerator. I turned a little bit to the left. The car swerved. There was a screeching sound, and I moved away. When I moved 50 meters ahead, I looked back in my rear view mirror, and I saw that my security guards had held the people, and there was this bike, and the people who were in it had been accosted by my security persons. I kept driving. I turned to my right. I entered my building. Upon entering the building, when I got out, I inspected the car. My wife and I, we came out of the car, and my security persons took another 15, I would say, 5 minutes to reach my building. They reached the parking lot of my building, and I asked them what